Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Wendell Steinhauer, President of the New Jersey Education Association. Laws regulate how we behave and represent a collective agreement about what is and what is not acceptable. They apply to everyone, including Superintendent Anderson. They cannot be disregarded simply because she finds them to be inconvenient or an impediment to her plan to gut traditional public schools in Newark. New Jersey has had a teacher tenure law for over 100 years. Less than 2 years ago, amid broad agreement that it needed to be improved, stakeholders came together to create a new law. NJEA helped draft the law, and it was passed unanimously by Republicans and Democrats alike and signed by Governor Chris Christie, who lauded it as an important step forward. It has been in effect since 2012. Despite what Superintendent Anderson said in her so-called equivalency request application to the Department of Education, the law has dramatically decreased both the time and cost of tenure hearings in New Jersey. And despite what she said in her application, NJEA's attorneys report the cost of dismissals under the new law to be a fraction of what she claims. But while that new law streamlined the process for dismissing ineffective teachers, it explicitly maintained basic due process rights, which are designed to protect schools, students, and educators from the consequences of politically motivated firings and from the incompetence and malfeasance of district administrators. If there are educators, big if there are educators in Newark who are incapable of doing their jobs, the superintendent has had an expedited but fair process for removing them since August of 2012. If she has a crisis today, it's a crisis of her own making. If she has failed to use the tenure law appropriately in all that time, then the question today is not whether 700 teachers should lose their job, but whether one superintendent should. Whether we are here today because of negligence, incompetence, or because the superintendent simply does not wish to be bound by the laws of the state, which incidentally, one of those laws is to attend this meeting. One thing is clear. Anyone who cares about the integrity of public schools in New Jersey must unite in opposition to this unlawful abuse of power. But Superintendent Anderson knows the law, and she knows it does not allow her to dismiss teachers simply because she just likes to do it. Since she's decided to make teachers the scapegoat of her failures and the state's failure over the last 20+ years, she doesn't want to be bothered with things like fairness or due process. Everyone knows she's trying to cover a budget shortfall which was created by the diversion of state funding to new charter schools. NJEA therefore suggests a moratorium on the approval of new charters until the budget situation is resolved. We will not stand by while this superintendent uses her failure to act over the last 18 months as an excuse to bulldoze the rights of all teachers. NJEA will fight this dishonest, illegal plan at every turn. We will stand alongside our NTU colleagues and with the disenfranchised and disregarded members of the Newark community to fight both this end run around the law and the larger attack on Newark's public schools embodied in the One Newark plan. We stand ready to work with anyone who wants to address the real problems in Newark. We want better outcomes for students here and in every district in New Jersey. And we know public education truly is the only real long-term solution. Thank you for the time. Thank you.